This is an AI generated image fashion, and this is our design after copying from the AI. See how beautiful it is looking. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Please just exercise patience step by step. I will show you step by step how I recreated this AI generated image. So I'll be needing 3 things. This fabric, I had it a long time in the shop, so I'll be needing this fabric and this other lace. I'm going to cut out their plates inside. The embellishment, I use it to embellish the jacket. So let's start. So I will start off by folding my fabric into 2 and measure shoulder to bust, which is 11, shoulder to half length, which is 16. I'm going to measure my shoulder by 2, then 2 inches added. Then my armhole down is 7 inches. Then I curve. Then my bust divided into 4. Then 2 inches allowance. So my waist divided into 4. I've forgotten what I will get, so I divided the tape into 4. Then divided into 4, 2 inches allowance. And that is all. We'll give our neck, this is the back we are cutting first, to 3 inches. So 1 inch down and 3 inches wide to get my neck, back neck. Then ½ inch to slant my shoulders. And that is all for this back. Then it's time for us to trace what we'll have, sketch and cut it off. We are still cutting the back. So we use this back to get the front. I don't know if you have seen the my wrap top video. It's easy. This top is easy to make. It was even fun to make. It didn't take me time to make. So let's fold our fabric into 2 again to cut the front side of this jacket, of this AI generated jacket. So there's no zip allowance, there's nothing. It's just exactly what we got at the back, we are getting it in front. Okay, so we'll trace it and cut again. So I'm going to pick one of it because the front and the back I cut is the same thing. I use the back to cut the front, so I'm going to pick one of it. I folded one, I dropped it. Then I'm going to measure 5 inches. That is where I'm going to trace, because the wrapping is not deep, that deep. I notched it. It's not that deep. So I'm going to see how I held the neck, where the edge of the other neck stopped, and that 5 inches stopped. That is how I got this front. Because the deep is not that deep to wrap. This jacket is not deep. If you look at that AI generated image, it's not that deep. So the other one is a waist. It's not that waist. I will use it for something later. You will see. So I'm going to use this other side to cut the other side of this front. Now, one side, there's no need to fold again. There's only one side that I need. So getting the front and back of this fabric has been difficult for me since I started cutting. So I have to use this chalk to know the difference now. So I trace exactly this front. So after tracing this front, we are going to cut what we use to turn the neck. So I've already cut it at this. Place it, just a small fabric to cut the, like this, the way I cut this. This is what I will use and cut the 2 neck in front and the neck at the back. I will use it and turn the neck as per now, doing your work like a professional and neat. So we are going to cut this side cape now, and we are going to place a fabric exactly in front in front. So I'm going to fold another fabric into 2 to get, because I need to join it with the neck, with the what do they call it, with the shoulders. So I did 5 inches wide. This is 5 inches wide. So see the way I placed the front side. place the front side 5 inches wider needed, so I will use it and reshape exactly how the AI image is, the one in front of AI image. So see now, this is 5 inches wide after tracing that part. See, I'm a bit confused how I even got it. Okay, so this is it. Okay, I hope you are understanding it because I'm taking it step by step. As you're watching, let me check inside the phone how the side was cut, because there is a way they cut that front. It's not straight like this. So I'm going to use chalk to look at it in the front the phone again and trace it exactly how I saw it on the model. So 5 inches wide, I'm going to reduce that neck to 3 inches. The neck one, or you can even do 2.5 and trace down. Because check that image again, you keep checking. Like I said, there is no one formula for one thing. We are all using different methods to get the same design, as long as you are arriving in the same design. Any method you use, now only you know. Nobody know how you take it, and all you know is that you use your own method to get it. We are all arriving in this on the same thing. So this is how the neck comes out. If you check that AI part, I can reshape again. You are free to reshape again, and that is all for this. We are not doing much on this cloth too. It was fun to work on. Okay, this is it. Look at the front of the image and look at this. So I'm going to first sew. I went to sew this, will turn it and iron it. Then I will sew it on top. After sewing and ironing, I will turn it, iron it, and still sew on top. So after ironing it right now, I'm still going to sew on top, then join it with the half, that part of the top. Let's go and quickly do it. After I see now, you see the difference. I've already sewn on top again. Then I joined with this side of the top. Then I will use that one I cut as a neck turner. I will use it and turn the neck. I will use it and turn the two neck. Place it on top, pin it. If you get confused, place it on your table, pin it. See. Then I'm going to sew it on top this way before turning it. Before turning it. So this other side, let's just go quickly go and sew and turn in front. So after sewing it, see how it is. So we'll fold it inside as per. This is our what we use in turning our neck. So we'll iron it very well. You know, in this our work, if you don't iron very well, your work will not be neat. So you see how it's looking. That's what I did. Iron it very well. Then the other side, still iron. Even with that iron, because the way you sew it and press down and sew again, the fabric is already neat, the sewing is already neat, but you need ironing. So like I said in one of my wrap top, when you do this rub, you see excess, you cut it off to make your work look neat. See our front top now, see our front jacket. Let's continue. So we're going to turn the neck for the back. See the way I'm looking for it. Where is it? I didn't even know. So we are going to turn the neck of our back so that we'll join the shoulders. So let's quickly join the neck of our back, so we can join our shoulder. So after joining it, you see, I notched it to make it straight, then sew on top of it again. Iron and join the neck. So that side that has that skip, I'm going to use the back to turn to the front. See, this way I'm going to use one of the back to place it in front. This is how I'm going to turn it. So after turning the two neck, iron it again. This particular iron have stained my clothes. So okay, see how it is after turning it. The front and back is very neat now. I have to cover it so that it will not stain the clothes again, our jacket again. Then it's time for us to cover the two sides. Let's quickly cover the two sides. So I'm going to keep it this way, arrange it very well, then pin it down in front, so that when I'm turning to give a shape, I still want to iron more. Okay, so it's time to shape these two sides, cover the two sides. After pinning that center, so that we can get our exact measurement, our wrap in front, so I use pin to hold it down so that we will not lose the shape. So I divide the bust, my bust into four, sorry, to get the measurement. Divide the waist into 4 to get the measurement, and I made it free. I didn't make it tight, so it's not exactly the bust measurement. I added 1 inch to get the bust measurement. This way I measure shoulder to bust, shoulder to half length. It's already there now. So shoulder to bust 11, and then I divide it into 4. This part, divide the neck there into 2, so that I will get my center. So divide the bust into 4 with my tape. Then I got my bust and this other side bust. Then divide my waist into I have to measure the waist. We tell us I have to divide my waist into 4 to measure to get it. Then I'm going to pin and sew it down. I'm going to pin down and sew it. Okay, after sewing it, we're going to open our iron. I opened it and ironed it. This is how I open after sewing. Inside this particular video, I have used 3 irons each table. I don't know. Anyway, I see I use iron it, then turn the front and iron it again. Then we are going to cut our shoulders. Recut our shoulders. That time we know we added 1 inch. So see that pin that I use in holding that front, you see, so that you will not have issues struggling. Where did I stop? Where am I supposed to pin? I just use it to hold it before give the shape. So the next thing is to reshape our shoulders. Remove that 1 inch we added the first time, and cut down and reshape the armhole. So I measure 14, but I did 15 this time, so that the shoulders will come out like a jacket. So 7 down, 2, 7 down. I'm going to reshape the front still. Only the front I'm reshaping right now. I didn't touch the back. 1 inch or half into dipping, go deep, so that there will no excess. So the next thing is to cut the down part of this jacket. There's this down part of this jacket. If you see, if you watch, that's our model that we are using to cut the model. So we are going to fold our fabric into two again. So the top side, we remove the our waist was 17 inches, so we're going to remove 17 inches to get to where we want the top to stop, this top to stop. So I did this one 27, 27 inches from the 17. See how I remove my tape? 27 inches. So hip line is 25. Basic measurement for a hip line for a gown is 25. So I measure my hip divided by 4 and 2 inches added. My waist again divided by 4 and 2 inches added, and that's all. I make an A line. A bit A line shape. I make an A line shape. Join the dots. So it's time for us to cut. You can do your own tight. You can even form your own to be down. But we are just copying exactly what the model is wearing. So this is the back side, and I'm going to use it to cut the front side like the way we did on the top. So folded and added 5 inches in front, like that 5 inches we added in front on top. So I added another 5 inches in front. Remember, the downside have an over wrap too. The downside of our jacket have that wrap. I remember we added 5 to get this wrap, so that's why we are adding 5 again down to get this wrap. So you see, now if we join it, see the two side. So you have already opened the front side, then see. So I'll place it again, place it to follow this side and follow this side. See the wrap, the front side is up. So, and this other side is shorter, so you cut it shorter. If you check the image, one side is shorter, so we'll remove like 3 inches to make it shorter and join. That is all. Look at how it looks without the sleeve. So we are going to make the sleeve 24. The length will be 24. So I'm going to be making the length 26 and my wrist 5 inches. Then I'm going to slant down and slide side. Cutting sleeves is not, I think that's the easiest thing to do in tailoring. So slants down and from the 5 inches I slant up, open. So I folded the fabric into 4. So I'm cutting 2 sleeves at the same time. Okay, so let's quickly join it. Let me show you how I join from the center of the shoulder down. This sleeves, that's jacket sleeves that doesn't have pleats on top, that's how I join. I join it from the shoulder down to the other side and shoulder down to the arm, inside the armhole. So we'll close it, measure our 5 inches and close the same thing to this other shoulder. Join from the center of the shoulder. Join to the both side, the left side, then join to the both side, the right side. That's the back. I think if you do, I do things the easy way, the easy method. They don't give trophy and you finding everything difficult. So I measure 5 and sew to cover the armhole. tailoring is how you understand it. As long as you people are arriving in the same design, or they give you a style, you get exactly the style. How you sew it, nobody cares. How you do it, nobody cares. Just for you to get the job done. So this is it without applique. Our jacket is setting in. Is it not neat? Is it not looking fine? So it's time for us to trim our embellish it. So this lace, I've had it in the shop. I'm going to trim out using soldering iron. When you use soldering iron, it's different from when you use scissors to cut. It makes the applique look neat, or whatever lace you're cutting look neat. If the lace have beads, if you use this soldering iron, my sister, the bead will not cut. I don't know if you have tried it with soldering iron. So it allow you to get hot, then use it to cut out. I use it to cut out my designs, all of them. When you use this soldering iron, it's as if you bought a applique from the market. It's not as if you cut it from the lace. So this is really the part I'm joining all of it, using pin to. I'm using pin to secure it. Follow the design on our AI model. So I keep designing. This jacket, was it difficult? Please give us a thumbs up, like our video, and subscribe to our channel for more designs coming up. I'm excited to share so many ideas with you guys. So after securing it with this pin, then this is how it's looking. I use the gum machine, plug it on light, use the gum machine to gum it down before you tag. After gumming, tag. I don't trust gum. After gumming, then I will take my time to tag. Look at our jacket now. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. See our jacket. Bye. What do you think? Which side now? Yeah, I fixed the button. In the other video it was missing, but so see the button.